Good morning. Today I'm going to grow parsley. I've grown it on my other channel before there, but this time I'm going to grow it slightly different. First and foremost, I bought some seeds, and I bought them online. I'm going to steep them for 24 hours in warm water first. So I'll cut them open. I'm going to grow them all. There is 7 grams in this, quite a lot of seeds, but they're big seeds. Problem with parsley, it takes a long time. It takes them a long time to grow. It can take up to 4 weeks. But if we scarify them with the hot warm water, it should give them a good head start. Now 5 grams is a lot of seeds. Look, can you see how many seeds that are there? But I'm going to grow them all. Otherwise I would repack them and I would put them in the refrigerator or something like that. But there's a couple of thousand seeds here, and I'm going to grow them and maybe give them away or something like that. So I just put in warm water, and then I will make sure that they're all covered. And the warm water will kind of scarify the seeds. Some people pour boiling water on it. I'm not so sure. The shock of that probably will crackle them open all right, but normal water should scarify them enough, soften them I should say. So we'll just we'll lay that aside then. I won't put it in a bright place, I'll leave it somewhere dark, underneath the staircase or something like that. And I was going to say we'll put it somewhere warm. Everywhere here is warm, and we'll just let them steep, and then we will sow them in 24 hours, which is in 2 seconds for you. Okay, it's about 23 hours since I steeped the seeds here, and they are softened up, I'm sure, by now. Make it easier for yourself. Get a bit of netting or some sort of a sieve. Make sure it's clean, and we will strain them off. It'll be much easier for us to sow them. So you can see the seeds are, you see them in there, they're a bit soggy now, so they're going to be harder to handle, but they'll be a bit harder. I'm using a protective bag that I use for ampelaya to stop fruit fly. I use them for other fruits as well, for melon mostly, watermelon. So I'm just going to put these seeds out in like this. Now the ones that will stay in the bottom, we'll just leave them there. I just don't want, they're going to be really hard to handle because they're wet. Make sure your hands are nice and clean. So what we're going to do is, I can leave them like this. Just take all the water off it. I have a double done now. And I can leave them on this if I like and start picking them off this, or pick them out of the there's still some water on them. They're kind of sticky now because they're all after being steeped. So what I'll do is I'll start sowing then. So I'll get some prepared. I'm going to grow, we have a lot of seeds. I'm going to grow maybe, there's probably 1,000 seeds in the packet I think. So I'm going to, instead of poking them down, these are, even these off a little bit. And we're going to put soil on top of them rather than making holes. I will put them down approximately 6 millimeters. So your hands will have to be, maybe better off have a towel with you or something like that to keep your hand dry or clean or whatever. But we will put 5 seeds in each of these, I think. Something like that anyway. And then we will find some old containers and we will sow them in them as well. And then we will have the big weight. And as I explained earlier, there's a huge weight on growing parsley. That's why a lot of people give up, because they think, oh, it's not growing. So you might have to pick them out into your hand like this and put down seed. It's a little bit difficult, but we will do it, because they are still wet, and we will put 5 or 6 in each. Don't put them right over at the edge, put them in a little bit, and put one in the middle if you like. So I'll put 6 in this one. So we'll do that with most all of these. There's only 15 here, but I'm doing maybe 100 of these or something like that, and I will pass them on to friends of mine, or maybe sell them or barter them or something, get some other seeds, because keeping the seeds here is difficult. So I will just, what I will do then is I will pick up some compost like this, and I will into it like this, and try and put 1/4 of an inch onto it. Always remember where you've done it. The compost should be wet before you start off, because otherwise the seeds might float. We don't want the seeds to float. So we have it fairly even now, and we will dip it off like that, and we will give it a small tamp down, and then we will water it in again. Instead of drilling the bottom, I can't show you here really now, can I? Well, yeah, you can see there. I use soldering iron, and I know it shouldn't make, if you do it correctly, it won't burn, right? So it won't make too much fumes. That'll stop the pot cracking on the bottom. So for these we can put about 20 pieces in each. Maybe put them up on your thumb like this first, and they might dry out, or sorry, on your palm of your hand, and they might dry out a little bit first. And we will sow them in these. Anything you get your hands on, you can sow them in. You can sow them in plastic Coca-Cola, because well, it might be difficult. Paint them black and they will be fine. We will do that with them all, and then we will come back. I will come back to you when the first ones germinate. Okay, it's been 12 days. 12 days since I sowed the parsley. Because I steeped the seeds this time, the rate of growth is much, much quicker. We were actually getting some of the parsley was coming up after 6 days, and like, it's 12 days now, and nearly every one of them come up. They're still on their cotyledons, but we'll have true leaves will be probably next week. I'll give you a close-up here. Now, this is what parsley looks like. It's very elongated leaves. You can see them here, and there's 2 seeds were sown there together. Parsley does not like to be moved around so much, like from repotting, but I think we'll get away with potting it once into big pots, according to where we need them. They will slow down growing here. I might put 2 into 1 big pot or something. Anything like this with round leaves on it is a weed. That's a weed, you see. And the weeds will probably come before. You can pluck them out. If they're right beside the other, you just leave them there till the parsley gets a bit stronger. But we have great germination. I'll be back to you in a couple of seconds now, which will be another 2 weeks' time. So we will expect them to have their true leaves, and you will actually see the parsley, the shape of the parsley itself. We're keeping it shaded here. Parsley doesn't need full sun, especially here in the Philippines where it's really, really hot. So I have it in under a gazebo here, and we're giving it some light, and everything needs some light. But I think I'm just regulating the amount of light that I'm giving it. The tubs, you can see they're all facing the light going there, the light in the evening, and the sun comes in here in the morning and comes in here in the evening on the sideways. So I'll see you in a couple of seconds. Okay, it's been 25 days since we sowed the seeds. We got a great start in the beginning. I wasn't giving them enough sun. I was keeping them sheltered. I was worried that the sun was too strong because it's very, very hot here. But now we're gradually giving them more sun. They nearly all have at least one true leaf. Some of them I have divided. Now, I want to let you know, parsley does not really like to be replanted. But if you're very careful and very gentle with it, you can. I'm doing them when they're very young, so I will just show you what they look like with their. You will know. I showed you in the last video, but you can see the leaves there. There's 6 plants in that one, and the second leaf is coming. And then when the second leaf comes, like this one here has second leaf coming up. The second leaf comes up out of the same place as where the cotyledons is. So we planted up. I've transplanted some of them as an experiment first to see will they come along. They will go back a little bit first, but then hopefully they will. I have all this here, all these plants here, and I have two big things down there. I'm not going to put the camera over there. So I'll be back to you in about 2 weeks and see have we got about, hopefully we'll have about 6 leaves on each of them. Now we have our parsley. This is going to be the end of the video. I didn't have enough room. I grew way too much of it, so I've divided them all up into ones and put them into the thing, and I sowed way too many seeds, and we have nowhere to put these, and they're all overgrown in these. But we are using this parsley and we're eating it every day, and I have another basin of them. I have some of them with more in them. Then I have singled them out like this and single ones, and so parsley growing in. My lesson would be don't grow too many seeds at the one time unless you have enough pots or places to put it. But I have an abundance of hundreds and hundreds of these plants, and there's 4 in some of these. Well, there's 2 in this one, and I don't have any more pots to put them into. So, but they're nice big leaf. This one, this Italian one, nice. So if you like this video, or any of our videos for that matter, on this new channel, growNglow, it'd be nice if you could subscribe to our channel, and we will try and make some more videos when we get time. It's very hot. It's morning time here at the moment. It's very, very, very hot. So if you'd like to subscribe, please subscribe up here. I think it's going to be up there anyway. And thank you very much for watching.